Life is a better place if you choose to set the pace. I know that it comes with ups and downs. On a daily we have to fight, try to live and to survive. Another day to get the drive. At Spicy with Phina, we understand all your pain. You'll be fine, you'll be okay. You'll be fine, you'll be okay. You'll be fine, you'll be okay. Spicy with Phina.
Virginity was the fruit of the love of purity and chastity, a main feature of the creation in Christ, not the outcome of any negative view of the body or sexuality. The question is, to what extent does virginity guarantee stability and sexual satisfaction in marriages? Our story today shares the woes of newlyweds who kept the seal until after marriage, when the lady discovered the health and physiological problems with the husband's genotype. More on the story right after this break. I'll be right back. This is Spicy with Phina.
At Spicy with Phina, we understand all your pain.
Emeka Okoye is a Nigerian actor who started acting as far back year 2002. Born in Benin City, Edo State, and is from Anambra State. He joined the Actors Guild of Nigeria same year and has featured in lots of movies and drama series such as Jennifer's Diary, Wives on Strike, Sin, Other Side of History, and so on. Alaka Chidiebube is a graduate of psychology from Ebonyi State University and currently studying clinical psychology at University of Lagos. She's currently working with Africa's biggest and best telecommunications company, Globacom.
At Spicy with Phina, we understand all your pain.
Welcome back. It's still Spicy with Phina. As you can see, you've already met my guests, and they are both sitting here. In fact, these two people, having both sit on this, in fact, you guys are looking, you're looking, Mr. Emeka is good. What do I call you? Chief or Ozo? Or?
No, you just say Mr. Emeka, then you call me Nwachidemere. That's my title.
That's your title. Okay, Mr. Emeka. Good to have you on the show.
Say Nwachidemere.
Okay. Why? I must call that one. Okay, Mr. Emeka Nwachidemere.
Yes.
You're welcome on the show. Chidi. Why is your name Chidi really? But because a lot of people ask, is Chidi a man or a woman? That name, as much as, so what's the full meaning of? What's the full pronunciation?
It's Chidiebube.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's the full name.
I see. Good to have you.
Thank you.
I have a story.
Okay.
I want to read out the story and then we can start the conversation. I got married a few months ago, but right now I am single again. It all happened before my marriage. My husband and I used to attend one of these popular churches, name withheld. And all the while during courtship, we had some level of restriction. I cannot go to his house without going with somebody. And if we don't have time to spend secretly, we are advised to see each other at open places anytime we must meet. The period of courtship went by and we got married. Unfortunately, after a month, my marriage broke. Reason being that after 1 week of our wedding, I thought probably my husband was trying to probably get used to me again. Maybe he was trying to get used to me. But unfortunately, after 1 week, I insisted that we should, he should give me my conjugal right. The night came and it was about time to, go down. Unfortunately, I noticed his down below is very flat. You may think that very flat means he doesn't have an erection. No, my husband actually has a micro penis. I have to call my mom, tell my family about it, that I cannot suffer in this marriage all the rest of my life. Though my family kicked against it, that there might be ways to walk around this thing, but I just knew that this is not just a man with a tiny penis. It's not just a man with a small penis, but a micro penis, smaller than small. And I'm sure I will end up cheating on him if I continue in the marriage. So I left. Did I do anything wrong? Please advise me. You know, when I read the story, and it's actually a true life story because I got it from somebody who knows the person that it happened to. And I'm wondering, I had to do a research on because it was my first time marrying. I mean, I know that they said there's some men, they are, you know, it's not as
big as.
But when you say micro, I had to Google and say, what is micro? When I saw some pictures, I was like, oh,
it's actually small, smaller than small.
It's actually smaller than small, like she said. But I want you to react to this story. Do you think? Let's start with the fact that when they were courting, because of religion, they were not given access to, be close to each other. Yeah. And even if you say, okay, this guy would have told her, even if, there would have been time they had this discussion and he would have said, okay, I had this medical condition and this is the situation. But since they don't have time to meet one-on-one in a closed place, there are certain deep secrets that you cannot just call somebody on the phone and say, I want to tell you something. So I want to get your reaction towards the fact that there are restrictions, when it comes to you getting married, especially, the churches frown at premarital sex. Yes, so what's your take on this story and the fact that restriction?
One thing I always tell people is that in Nigeria, where we are, religion is a big problem on individuals.
You think it's a problem?
It's a problem. So that is my own opinion.
I get, of course.
The problem is that what my pastor said has actually tarnished a lot of people's, spoiled a lot of marriage, troubled a lot of families. Like many separations because my pastor said, my church said. I found while growing up, I was this kind of child that was so attached to the church, but I did not allow the church to spoil my perception about life. And the things I do, because I understand that we are all serving a living God. Of course. Yeah. The God also said in the Bible that you should love your neighbor as yourself. So that particular dictum has really helped me. Like whenever I'm doing things to people, I just say, I'm doing it because it is said that love your neighbor as yourself. Anything I want to do for you, I'm doing it because the scripture says that. Then coming to this matter, why I said that the religion has really killed a lot of people's opinion, their mindset, especially because some of them, they just feel like the church said that, they will start acting what the church said. You don't even think your own, what about your own happiness? What about your own life? You don't even think about that. But if you think about your own life, your own happiness first, before what the church has told you, the church will have a rule. They're like, they are a structure. And they also have rules and regulations guiding them. And which is what they use in competition with other churches. Do you understand? Okay. Let me just say, it's like a business organization.
Don't you think there are advantages of... Okay, also you want to finish your statement?
There is no advantage.
Can you say there's...
No.
Chidi, do you... Okay.
I'm coming. I'm not there though. Okay. What I mean is, you see, they tell you, don't have sex, don't do that, don't do this. You yourself, if you know that you cannot hold sex while you are married, while still cutting your partner, my dear, you do what your mind tells you. Because last, now what your mind tell you, now if you help the marriage to stand. Like for the lady now, had it been the lady do not even talk to herself as okay, the church said we should have sex, but no, I go to a different church, or let us talk about this. Let me even get to see the person I'm marrying, or get to, at least feel whatever. Do you understand? Even if it doesn't mean sleeping with each other, at least one day, at least you are coming, one day, your hand will touch there. It happens. You can even touch your hand can even touch your partner's breast and all that. It's not like you guys are doing it intentionally.
Okay.
Or you speak to yourself, please.
Okay.
is there anything odd about your past experience we need to talk about? Please tell me.
Tell me.
Your wife is supposed to be your close confidant. Your partner is supposed to be your close confidant. There are certain secrets both of you could share that other people might not know. Do you understand? You explain to her, because they have, see, I have this, I have that. Like me, I did that. I said my past relationship, I said, okay, these are the things I don't like. These are the things I like. So that when the person is coming, you only have the notion, I know that I am entering this relationship, see as you go be. And a lot of partners don't even discuss sex with their partner. You discuss what you like in sex. If you're the sex type.
So wait, let me get you straight. You're saying as much as restriction is being placed, the two people involved should know the right
communicate.
To communicate. They need to know the right things to do. And actually,
right
do you share this?
I agree with him because I feel like getting into a relationship, but from what she said, the church put a restriction on having sexual relations with your partner before you get married. I don't have any issues with having those restrictions, but like you said, have a conversation. My own issue with the whole story is have a conversation with your partner. You already know you have a micro penis before getting married. I'm sure the man is learned, so he understands what he has, and he knows that what he has is a condition, right? It's not. It's from my understanding of what a micro penis is like it starts from as low as childhood. Yes. So he has been with this. He has been with other guys. He has been to bathroom with other guys. He has seen other lengths. He has seen his own length, and he knows what he has is smaller than the regular size of every man he has. So getting married to a lady and not disclosing the condition he has, I feel is deceit.
I think that takes me to my next question. Do you think the guy is deceitful? Some people, because of what they are or what they have, they hide under the umbrella of certain things. You know that when you come as a Christian brother, they will definitely
the church has gave him a leeway to be deceitful, because he's riding on the church saying, do not have sexual relations with your partner until you get married. So everybody with an abnormality or a sexual dysfunction hides under that guise. Because if I don't have any sex with you, I wouldn't know if I'm not a BDSM person, or if I don't like a micro penis, or if I'm a length person and not a size person. There are different aspects to it. And I get married and I don't know what this person is into, or what this person has, or the condition, like the writer said, the condition that her husband has currently. The church putting that restriction has already given a leeway for people who have this condition not to come out right and say, this is what I have. And I feel it's very deceitful. Come out. There's nothing wrong with telling your supposed partner or your wife to be that, okay, this is what I have, right? If you want to still get married, I feel like, oh, okay, can we work around it? Is this something that we can do? Can we consult a doctor? It's just like, how will I put it? Okay, I've heard stories. I've read places where women had to annul their marriages for things like this. Conditions where the woman found out later on in the marriage that the man has, and she had to call for an annulment.
Wow.
I feel the guy might be going through depression.
You think so?
Yes, of course. During while we were in school, then I've seen a guy who has all of us, we always bath in a crowded bathroom during our secondary school.
Okay.
So I see different, the guy is always very shy.
Yeah, it will definitely have mental
but
health.
Today he has like 3 or 4 kids.
Wow.
In fact, I was asking myself, I said, so this guy finally married with that kind, you understand? So I'm just saying that this particular guy might be, apart from the kind of church, that's why I said initially, I said religion at times destroys people's opinion. Because a lot of people, the kind of church they go to affects their perception, their opinion, the way they react to things, and the way they talk.
Okay, but I feel like these people are adults. They're not kids. So this upbringing, it's an upbringing. It's been embedded into them. So from what she's saying, it doesn't sound like she moved into the church. It feels like she grew up within the church. She knows the tenets of the church and she knows what is obtainable. So she grew up with that knowledge that, okay, you don't have sexual relations, which, like I said, I don't have any problem with not having sexual relations with your partner before you get married. But where my own issue is, yes, you have this condition, right? You want to get married. You don't entrap someone else's child without having full knowledge of what she's getting into. You know what you have. She doesn't. Have a conversation around it. But like you said, maybe like the church said, oh, let's not stay together until, or except someone is there. Don't be in the same space together. But I also feel like the marriage is for a long haul. It's for a lifetime. You don't micromanage.
Exactly.
You need to come out right and say what it is as what it is.
We have to go on a quick break, and when we come back, we'll continue the conversation. Let's go on a quick break, and we'll be right back.
At Spicy with Phina, we understand all your pain.
Welcome back. It's this Spicy with Phina, and we're discussing a very dicey, topic, and we've been having a very interesting conversation. So I want to ask, they talk about virgins. Me, I say probably virgin. I am. Chickens. So, in this time and age, to what extent is virginity realistic? Like, do you think there are still people like that?
Yeah,
of course, I am. I have forgot that I am.
Yeah,
yes, you are.
I believe there are.
We are.
There are still people who are some ladies who are virgins. It's not because they've not been seen men, but there are some people who are determined.
You think there are such people still?
Yeah, they are. They are. But who am I as well? Because a lot of people will say, yeah, I'm virgin, but at the end they might not be. But it's left for whoever that's going to settle with them to find that. But for me, what I know is if you're determined, anything you determine for yourself and say, this is what I want to be. It works for you.
Works for you.
Yes. Okay. I like that statement because it's like being a virgin. I feel like being a virgin should be a personal decision.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be a societal embargo.
Of course, you're not
on a woman or on a man.
Of course.
Especially for women. For men, it's like a thing of a pride. Instead of pride, for a man not to be a virgin is a thing of pride. But for a woman not to be a virgin is a curse. Because I don't know. Because I don't. Seriously, men look for virgins.
Chief.
Yeah?
Mr. Emeka, do men still look for virgins?
Some men still look for virgins. Why I say some men? Because at this time and age, a lot of things are going on. The social media is also influencing.
Yes, influencing
the youth. I'm telling you, what I've seen, children between 20, 21, 19 doing right away. Honestly, I fear for people who have children of 16, 17. In fact, even me, if I have a girl, I'm going to put all my eyes on her. Because you know what? A lot of things are going on social media.
Is a micro, of course it's not going to be your portion. Now you get married today and you discover that Ogbeni is micro. Are you going to, just like she did?
Okay. If we didn't have that conversation going in, it's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough because I feel like you need to be honest. If he wasn't honest, do I know what else is hiding? Because this is hormonal, right? This is physiological. It happened to you, right? I know that yes, there's a lot of might be a lot of psychological things happening underneath. Yeah, being shy about it, being a bit depressed about it. But you to someone you're getting married to, and definitely she would find out.
Definitely. Because
you would want to you would still have kids later on.
Of course.
So what was his intention? Is to what? get married and what? And
start
then
begging you.
I start begging you.
It's not my fault. Because actually I did a research on this and I discovered it's called growth hormonal deficiency.
Yeah.
But I called a doctor friend who said it's not like it could have been managed when the person is still a child. Not like they will give him medication to make it grow long. No, but it is advisable for women to always see their pediatricians with their children, to take the children to pediatricians to enable them watch their growth. That they would have been able to give the guy injection or some medication that would have helped boost it to an extent, so that as he is growing, it will grow. But now that he's already old, the needful wasn't done when he was younger, when he was a baby. So doing that now might not really have much effect the way it would have had effect when he was a child.
Except he does a penile implant.
For somebody that goes to
well, exactly.
So another thing I want to just say is, the guy must be going through that kind of condition always comes with
there are a lot of psychological issues.
In fact, it's only God that helps people like that, because even dating other people before he finally finds the girl, who knows what must have gone through all that.
I need a brief word for the girl, since she said, did she do anything wrong? Let me just hear what you guys have to say briefly, because we're already behind time. So let me hear what she said. She left her marriage because of the whole situation. Do you think, would you say, babe, you did well? Let me have your final words for her.
Okay, it's dicey. Okay. So for me, the guy has come clean, or maybe the guy didn't even come clean. Like she had to find out herself, right? So you have a conversation. I feel like she needs to have, packing her things and leaving wouldn't solve the problem, because she decided to get married to this person regardless of knowing his sexual orientation. So I feel they both need to sit down and have a conversation about it, right? Okay. People with micro penises still have children, of course, but that means she would need to work 10 times for her own sexual satisfaction.
Exactly.
That is the thing. She would have to surrender her sexual satisfaction for her home or for her marriage. If her marriage is important to her, right? I know it will hurt her because she wasn't given the information going in, right? So it would definitely hurt her, but I feel like they both need to have a conversation. And for the man, there is no bragging, there is no being I'm the man, or it is my right not to. No, he needs to humble himself and have an honest conversation about this with the woman, with his wife, because knowing that it's obviously, I'm sure there'll be a lot of psychological tool to use that as a leverage. Open up. Exactly. If you need to seek medical attention, talk to a doctor, speak to a psychologist, speak to a therapist, speak to somebody. Get through this together, and that's my own.
Thank you so much. What's your final word?
For me, I think the lady shouldn't have
left the marriage,
because with this kind of thing that happened, she would have seek some medical advices, and also, in fact, maybe take the husband to a very quiet place. They will just leave the zone where they are to talk about it, because the man might be nursing the the will to tell her, but the depression and the psychological states of his condition might not allow him to do that. So what the lady would have done is help him.
Exactly.
Because I believe it's a partnership thing. Marriage is partnership. So you would have helped him come out when he discovered. There are some ways she could have helped the man to have opened up and talk about it. Without even a third party getting involved. So I just pray for her. I pray that she should just go back to her husband and talk things out with him. But then for the guy, it's really wrong and it's really bad. I believe that he's human as well. If he's the girl that did that to him, he wouldn't like it. He should just swallow his pride and apologize to the girl. Do good things for her to make her really see him as a partner again. And discuss, and they can actually try out different other options. The girl can find a way also. Both of them can find a way to satisfy each other. Also, the girl they can actually go in for IVF
No, but I think,
he
I
should be
think
able
with
to
micro
send you the
penises
samples
can
for them
still
that
For them,
show
okay.
they can put
IVF, yeah.
You drop your semen and the other.
Of course, we know the process of IVF. Thank you so much, Mr. Emeka. Thank you. Thank you so much. You guys have actually done so well to this topic. Thank you. And as usual, especially with Phina, I have something very special for our guests. You know, we have you guys, we have you, we have your interests at heart. You know, so I think I will do it. Why do I want to call you Ichie? Mr. Emeka, this is for you.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, Spice.
Thank you so much for coming.
Phina.
Yeah, so this is for you. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming. We've actually come to the end of today's episode of Spicy with Phina. And if you're the writer of the story, please, when it comes to marriage, it's not all about. I know sex is part of, the reasons, why we get married, but there are other factors, very, very, very serious factors like companionship. You want to have this person that is like a brother, a father, a sister, a mother to you. And if this guy is every other thing except that, you guys can work this out. I believe is a union for life. So if you're the writer of this letter, try and talk to your husband. Try and see how you can also help him, because he must have been going through a lot. Depression is real, and the condition he found himself is not of his own making. Like, if he has his way, he would find a way to change the situation. But no, things are the way they are. So please kindly show him some support and try to make your marriage work. Until I come your way again next time with another interesting episode of Spicy with Phina, please follow us on all our social media handles, as you can see on your screen. And if you have stories that you'd like to share with us, kindly send your stories to spicywithphina@gmail.com. And also you can call the numbers on your screen to reach out to us if you would like to also come on the show. I have to go now. I wish I could stay longer, but I have to go. Until I see you again next time. It's bye for now.
You'll be okay, you'll be fine. You'll be okay. You'll be fine. You'll be okay. Spicy with Phina is a talk show that addresses life issues. Free to share with us.